right, shalom, shalom, shalom. This is Brother Mawad coming to you again out on the highway and the byway, bringing out this gospel of truth to edify the hopefully elect of Yasharallah Israel, who the world call Black, Latinos, Hispanic, and Native Americans. Tell the 2/3 of our people to return to the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah, repent, to edify the hopefully elect of Yasharallah, the 1/3 that would hear and forbear these true spoken words of the Lord, the Mashiach. And it's always a pleasure to let Esau the Edomite, the so-called white man, know judgment has started. Your kingdom is coming to an end real soon, Lord willing. Concerning peace, give all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makakadash. Double honors to teachers, elders, and apostles of Great Bill Stone, likewise for the spirit on the truth. Faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep with you, brothers and sisters tuning in. Shalom. All right, let's take a minute and go into the headlines. What we had. So, a couple of days ago, we had the meeting between Putin and Trump. And if any of you watched the video that I put up yesterday, you saw the clips of the Edomites from MSNBC, which typically rally behind the Democrats, and Fox News Network, which typically rallies around the Republicans. They both were shaming Trump and how weak and pathetic he looked and how strong Putin looked. And that's scriptural, because the Lord is bringing this wicked kingdom down low, starting with its king, okay, the cruel Lord that the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah has set up, okay, to oppress the children of Israel, okay, and bringing those judgments that's going to be coming to Great Babylon America, okay, and we already seen the effects of those right now, okay. You still have the war that's going on over there with Ukraine and Russia. Okay, you have tribulation all across this earth, earthquakes, starvation, okay, death tolls are ramping up all across the world, you know, where people are dying in a lot of really exotic ways. You see people are still partying here in Great Babylon, America, because the famine, the pestilence, the sword, it hasn't impacted them yet. They believe that what's taking place here against the children of Israel, you know, going into those internment camps, is only for that specific people. But the rest of you people here in Great Babylon, America, you other tribes, okay, although the news don't report about you being scooped up by the ICE agents or the federal agents, you too will be going through these tribulations. They're not building those detention camps only for the children of Israel, okay, but we, being the people that are considered the lowest in society, we're in that low dungeon, that low state. They understand that there's no empathy when you assign characteristic to us, you know, such as criminals, thieves, murderers, drug dealers, etc. You know, the rest of these people believe that, well, maybe they should be put into these internment camps and be taken out of society. But the Lord has something for all of you. Okay, let's go into the scriptures here. Okay, let's go into the scripture. This is the book of 1 Samuel 2, starting verse 6. Because you need to understand that everything that's taking place here is the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. We give all glory to Him. All of the credit of all of the disasters taking place, whether it's a child stubbing their toe, all the way to mass murdering or mass death, the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai controls it. Okay, it reads, the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, who the word ignorantly called God, okay, the Most High, kill it and make it alive. He bring it down to the grave and bring it up. He can bring you down. He can bring you up. He can set up kings. He can set up princes. He can set up the righteous. Okay, He does all of these things. It says, the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai make it poor and make it rich. He bring it low and lift it up. We were brought down low. Esau, okay, the abominable creation, okay, the Edomite, the red man, was brought up high. They are the current people that are ruling the earth today, okay, with these wicked elites that are controlling these, you know, kings in these various nations, okay. Putin is being controlled by the same people who are controlling Donald Trump, okay. He raised it up the poor out of the dust and lifted up the beggar from the dunghill to set them among princes and to make them inherit the throne of glory. For the pillars of the earth are the Lord's Yahweh Shema Shai, and He had set the world upon them. Okay? So in due time, we are going to get our glory. We are going to be magnified on this earth. We're going to be the popular man, the most desired man on this earth. But right now, starting with the elders and teachers of Great Millstone, and likewise brothers out here like myself who are affiliates, our job is to go out and preach this gospel. That's it. That's the mission right there. Nothing else. Nothing flashy. No bullshit. Just come right out and preach the gospel. Preach the word. That's it. That's our job right now. We're not seeking vainglory. Okay? Yes, you would like to have some likes, and yes, you would like to have some thumbs up or some views. It's encouraging. But we're not going to compromise the way this is supposed to be done. There is a blueprint in how we are supposed to go out here and do this. And each and every brother that you see out here that are doing it, we follow that blueprint, okay? That was given to the elders, who gave it to the current elders, who gave it to the brothers, and so forth and so forth and so forth, okay? So this is never about us. This is about glorifying the name of Yahweh Shema Shai, okay? Glorifying the name of the Mashiach, our Savior, okay? Who the word we call Jesus. We work for Him. It says, He will keep the feet of the saints, and the wicked shall be silent in darkness, for by strength shall no man prevail. The adversaries of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, shall be broken to pieces. Out of heaven shall He thunder upon them. The Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, shall judge the ends of the earth. He shall give strength unto His king, and exalt the horn of His anointed. So we're in a time right now where we talk about the end coming. We talk about the judgments coming. If you go back 10, 15, 20 years ago when the elders talked about or spoke about, a time of great persecution coming, people laughed. It was a time of mirth, dating, going on these dating sites and, getting your groove on. And now what we are seeing right now. Just the other day they opened up Camp Bliss. Camp Bliss is on Fort Bliss, okay? And they open it up, and it's supposed to be able to host 5,000 migrants, or 5,000 illegal immigrants, or what they call illegal, people, Jakes. And Lord willing, later on this week, I'd like to go into a lesson dealing with what people are seeing currently going on, but what really actually is taking place inside those internment camps right now, and exactly how this is going to mount up. And then you're going to get an idea, okay? And it's through graphic illustration and, illustration through words, and I'll try to use some picture, but we know how YouTube is when you try to use graphic pictures, because I can create those pictures with AI, but a lot of time AI doesn't allow me to create the pictures because it's against our policy. Get the hell out of here. You can cut off a so-called Negro's rod, hang us from trees, beat us to death, whip our asses and stuff, put it in your history books. But we want to illustrate to our people to show how these judgments are going to look, and all of a sudden it goes against your policy, as if y'all are not the most violent piece of shit on this earth. Hypocrite, man. I can't wait for the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai to judge this doggone Crockett's kingdom, man. Hypocrites. So the Lord is going to deal with our adversaries. In the meantime, as we come out here, people drive by in their car, their windows closed, tinted, slurping on their smoothies or their coffee from Starbucks, and thinking everything is all okay because that sword, that persecution hasn't come for their ass yet. We suffer the humility of being prophets out here on the highway and the byway, teaching the unbelievable, trying to explain to a hard-headed, stiff-headed, doggone set of people that think life is good for them, that your ass is going to be grabbed up and you're going to be thrown in those internment camps. Okay? And I don't know what it is, but these young men nowadays, they look as girly as possible, man. I mean, get the hair flip over. I mean, as sissy as possible, man. But that's okay. Okay? Because Esau likes sissies, man. Remember, this is spiritual Sodom in Egypt. Esau likes sissies, and a lot of you pretty boys, a lot of y'all gonna be bitches for these doggone these faggot service members. But yeah, oh yeah, you best believe the U.S. military has a lot of faggots in it, man. Okay? Let's go into the book of Lamentation 4 and starting with verse 21, because the Lord is going to visit this place. Okay? The Lord is going to visit this place. In fact, the Lord is already visiting this place. I mean, it's amazing how, I mean, here we are, we're in a house of mourning, because there's not a day you wake up that you don't ponder upon all of the things that's going to be taking place here in Great Babylon, America. The persecution, thrown on the street, beaten down, you know, no accessibility to food or health care, which their health care is a joke. Okay, they're not physicians of value. Okay, the fact that you're going to see piles of dead bodies all over the place, we know this. And even though we do our best to try to enjoy life, so to speak, because brothers have the ability to enjoy and travel and do things, okay? You can't really do it with that mirth that you had before you found out, or you, because see, we have to eat, we eat the whole roll. Not only the fact that we know that we're Hebrew Israelite, but the fact is that even if you're 1/3 elect, you have to go through the fire. We are going to be impacted, and you see brothers, you know, putting out the videos and concerning the fact that we are going to walk through that fire. Part of that fire, when you go through fire, if you're not devoured by that fire, you at least feel the heat. Okay, you feel the heat. You might not be devoured or burned by it, but you feel that heat. The 2/3 are going to be devoured by that in various forms. Okay, and we can break down each form of judgment, how the Lord is going, how that could possibly look. But the pestilence, okay, the sword, the beast of the field, and the famine, and then of course finally you have that the lake of fire. And you could think about how those judgments are going to be. So it's very difficult to really enjoy anything here in Great Babylon, America now, knowing that this place is about to be destroyed. We are now in a time of Jacob's trouble. Whether you want to believe it or not, we are now in a time of Jacob's trouble. And you have a king that is more focused on delivering his promise of persecution pursuing to Genesis 27 and 41, where Esau said in his heart that he will pursue his brother Jacob, okay, to the ends of the earth, to really to murder us. That's the 12 tribes. And yes, so the majority of our people, despite the fact that they turn on the news and they see their brothers and sisters being hauled off. Okay, even the Edomites even coming and telling you, the majority of the people, about 70% of the people that they have, I call them dog kennels. Okay, dog kennels. Those internment camps don't have any criminal record. All they're looking to do is just provide for their family, do the work that nobody over here would do. And to show you, actually, I'll bring that out later on this week, Lord willing. I found a news piece concerning a lawsuit taking place in Florida, in which they actually are putting these migrants, the same migrants that they are grabbing and scooping off the streets, they're putting them to work in these internment camps. They're working, they're making them work. And they were paying them $3 an hour, which is below the minimum wage of $7.50 or something like that. And so there's a lawsuit that they have to owe them back pay, and there's a judge that actually I think it was like $230 million or something like that has to be paid out. So wait a minute, how is it that you're grabbing so-called illegal migrants or illegal immigrants over here that doesn't have work permit, that has been working all these years, okay, so that substance can be put into these supermarkets and these stores, but you don't like that because they don't have a legal status. But then when you grab them and scoop them off the street, you're forcing them into slave labor. You see the hypocrisy. You see where that doesn't make any sense. I don't know what it is that we have to do to let you understand or make you understand that you cannot trust this doggone devil. Every time the doggone so-called white man open his damn mouth, I just freaking laugh. I laugh. I go, look at this doggone cave piece. I can't wait. Tell him the kingdom, we bring your monkey ass back. Okay? Because you Edomites really need to use all your imagination to ponder what the hell we can do to you in the kingdom. You really should be pondering that. Okay? It reads, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Oz. The cup also should pass through unto thee. Thou should be drunken and should be make thyself naked. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. Those sins are being discovered right now. Why? Because the prophets are out in the highway and the byway on the unicorn, okay, revealing the sins of this man, the things that he's done. They're doing their best to cover it up. I have other channels that I have no access to because they block me from having access to them. And I'm getting emails every now and then saying that they're taking down another video, taking down another video, taking down another video. I don't even have access to those channels to even post any new videos on it. All right? But they're taking down the videos because any video that's going to really peak them, really expose them, okay, they're going to take it down. Whoever's watching it or how many people, however they're doing it, okay, it hits a nerve and they go, we gotta remove this because if anybody else watches this, you cannot stop this gospel, you cannot stop the prophecies. Okay, that cup is going to be passed on to you, that cup of judgment. You're already seeing these Edomites, these low-level Edomites already catching hell. Okay, now it says here, the punishment of iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry me away into captivity. We still under curses, don't get it twisted. But we are nearing the end of it. I think it was the bishop from Connecticut, the bishop yesterday from Connecticut. In that camp, they said that, okay, because as you know, what is it, every kingdom or empire rules for what, 250 years. And they said somewhere, they said Great Babylon America is right around year 249. So if that's the case, if we are in the year 249 of the rulers of this empire ruling the earth, we should be seeing hell really breaking loose starting next year in the year 250. Definitely in 2027. We should see some hell broke loose. That means it's complete. If that's the case. 2027 should be a year of atrocities on a scale these people can't begin to comprehend. Wiping the smirk of these proud-ass jakes driving around the car. Not all of them are jakes, obviously, you know, a lot of tears. Okay, but these proud-ass people in general. But we still under the curses, so there's still. This is no time to relax or pedal back or slam the brakes and go, okay, I think I've done enough. No. Until we're gonna get the word from the leaders of Yasharala. Okay, you know them as Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Ramla, and I can't remember the other apostle over my head right now, but they're the leaders. They're going to come out and they're going to say, hey, all indoor camps. Of course, the Lord is guiding each and every one of us individually. Obviously, from your location, you're going to make that. You're going to have to, use wisdom to know that there's a lot of death on the streets and people are shooting and killing each other and going crazy. That no, you're not going to come out here. I'm not going to come out here when all hell breaks loose. Okay. This is the book of Revelation 18 and starting on verse 4, because we've been told to come out of here as the 1/3 elect to come out of this place. Okay. And there's a reason for that. There's a reason why the Lord said, get the hell out of this doggone place, okay? It says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of my people. Those are going to hear and forbear, the 130 left. That ye be not partakers for sins, and that ye receive not of our plagues. For sins are reached unto heaven, and power have remembered her iniquities. But first of all, you can start off with what they've done to the children of Israel. Hanging, lynching, excessive slavery, work, beating, torture, sodomy. This is what they're doing right now. You hear about them grabbing Jakes off the street, but why aren't they? Okay, so why aren't they deporting them? Why build more prison here? So they're using an excuse again, saying, well, these are going to be holding places until they go through their court. They go through the court system and have a hearing. Which, if that system is clogged up, which there's no hearing. There's no damn hearing. Okay. These internment camps are. We've shown you the map of we're showing you the FEMA zone map. This is FEMA zone 6, where I am at in Texas. FEMA zone 6. There's 10 different zones. Okay, each one of these zones have hundreds of these kennel or these internment camps. Hundreds. These are not going to be heavy structured buildings with air conditioning and nice stuff. Maybe initially they might give the initial and see, like, I have a lot of posters, and as y'all know, if any of y'all seen a far off zoom up, I have a lot of posters and stuff. And of course I have the so-called white man, these kikes on this doggone posters, and a lot of people, they look at it and they get very offended because they think this is just some other angry black man movement. Okay, I'm going to tell you one thing. You're right about one thing. I am angry, but I'm not a black man. I'm a so-called black man. I'm actually a Negro. Okay, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. So people don't know the color for one. I am angry. And if you are any type of man, especially a Hebrew Israelite man, you should be angry too. Shit, you get doggone Edomites, you are more angry at the situation going on. But you get these pacified doggone niggas, man, and spicks that don't friggin' doggone even have a shred of anger. And that's because a woman, okay, strategically, okay, under the guidance of Esau, has snipped a lot of you doggone niggas and spicks balls, man. Spineless. Judgment is going to start at the house of Israel. And it ain't necessarily Esau that's going to judge y'all doggone wicked ass, man. It's going to be doggone us judging your ass. Okay, in fact, let's go into the book of Amos. Okay, let's go to the book of Amos. Because it's sickening, man. You know, brothers them doing a video live. I don't go live. But the brothers that goes live, you get a dumbass doggone nigga or spick jump on there, freaking doggone making lewd comments. Thinking he's a smart ass or whatever the case is like that. This is Amos 3, and starting with verse 6. And that's why when this man is jumping on your ass and grabbing you up, and listen up here, we don't have the spirit of fear on us, okay? I said any man or any woman who's driving by in their car looking at me and staring at me, I don't lower my voice for you. Okay, I don't turn my head, I stare right at you, stare right the hell back at you. And I don't have a posse up here with me either. Because when you understand the mentality of these doggone men, y'all are so weak, man. It's sickening. Okay, this is Amos 3, starting on verse 6, it reads, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people be not afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai have not done it? Surely the Lord power will do nothing. We reveal it, the secret unto his servant, the prophets. Who did he reveal the secrets to? His servants, the prophets. Boy, you think we just learned this by coincidence? Or we accepted it by coincidence? Or we will ourselves into the ministry? We didn't will ourselves into the ministry. Everybody can tell you, we all had different plans, okay? Either your parents had a different plan for you, society had a different plan for you, your friends had a different plan for you, okay? Your professor had a different plan for you. We were going under the illusion, we were guided by the illusion of Great Babylon America. Okay? If you achieve this and if you achieve that and you achieve that. And this is why you see our women are still in that doggone illusion. They're starving, they don't have a job and all that stuff and crying and making noise. But instead of coming to say, you know what, I need to humble myself and get with a man, they sit back and they holding out with that dumb, wicked ass pride, holding out, hoping that the so-called white man is going to somehow come and bring that rescue to you. We are telling you, because we got from the Lord Yahweh Shai of exactly how this is going to take place. There's not going to be any rescue. Your days of rescue, your days of cuddling under the doggone devil's friggin' wings and him providing for you and giving you. Look what he's doing to your snap. Look what he's doing to you. And a lot of you women, let me put it to you this way. A lot of you women, a lot of our women, I'm going to start with a Negro bitch particularly. You're not attractive. Seriously, you're not attractive. You're not attractive at all. And a lot of the brothers are not even married to Negro bitches, to be quite frank with your ass. You're not. But you still want to be in that demanding spirit, your wicked ass pride, because you spend a lifetime dealing with a bunch of simp, a bunch of little sissy boys kissing your ass. And yes, at one point in time, we were all there doing the exact same thing too. You were simple like a motherfucker. I know I used to simp like a motherfucker. Okay? But now you have men that know their value. That value, okay, is knowing these scriptures and knowing what the Lord Yahweh Shai has planned, okay, as far as judgment for this wicked kingdom, okay, and redemption for his elect. That's value, man. That's value, okay? Let's go into Isaiah 24. Let's go to the book of Isaiah 24. It's down verse 8. But see, I have a sign out there right now that shows the second address about, I think it was second address, second address 16, which talks about, in fact, actually, let's get that before I go back into this. I have a sign right there where you see those vehicles, probably if you can see them, which talks about, for there should be, the second address 16, verse 17, start verse 17 said, for there should be in every place in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Well, did you see the ICE agents in Los Angeles? Yes. Did you see them in Detroit? Yes. Did you see them in Oklahoma City? Yes. Did you see them in Dallas? Yes. Did you see them in Miami? Yes. So, isn't that, for there should be in every place in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord? What is an insurrection? It's coming up against. Insurrection means coming up against. That's what the ICE agents are, man. I think what Jake's I'm kind of looking for is like, I don't think Jake's are going to take shit serious until you have the agents start smashing your head and actually just putting you to death right there and there on the spot. When you spit at them or you pull out your phone and film them or you speak up against them. And Trump has made it very doggone clear. They're telling you right now, if you touch one of these federal agents, they're going to give them immunity to kill your ass and beat you to damn death. That's the reason. There's a reason why Trump is federalizing the police force, okay, and the National Guard, okay, and we already know that ICE, HSI, those are all federal already. So those are controlled by the federal government. It supersedes, okay, the state government. So the state can have, when the state controls the National Guard under Title 32, the governor of that state is the chief of commander-in-chief of the National Guard. That's his state militia, so to speak, okay? When they're federalized under Title 10, they fall under the guidance of Big Army, okay, or the federal government, which Big Army or the Reserve, those are federalized, those are Title 10, okay, the president controls those. The reason why you have the president right now is federalizing the police force, and they're going to do that in every state and every major city, is because they can now call the shots and give the rule. The states, when you go and work for the state as a law enforcement officer, okay, they have their set of rules of what you can or cannot do. Okay, you have jurisdiction in this town, but not that town. This place and not that place. Under federal jurisdiction, when you are under federal control, you have jurisdiction everywhere. You can cross state line, you can cross city line, and all those things. You got to execute whatever the federal government wants you to do. And if Trump and that woman who's that woman that comes out, they call her the Barbie doll director. Her name is Naomi or something like that, or Homie, whatever the fuck her name is. They're telling you, man, don't lay your hands on the federal agents. They're giving them the authority to shoot your ass and beat your ass down, or whatever the case is like that. And it's going to get worse and worse and worse. And I'm telling you, you're going to see how this is going to exacerbate, especially once they start putting their hands on these Edomites. Sooner or later, they're going to have to touch those Edomites. Or they can deal with a set of jakes that might test the federal government. Or they might set it up in such a way, okay, where you have these Manchurian jakes go out there and kill a couple of these agents, and now these agents are out there trigger happy as hell, just killing everything they see around. And then that's when y'all gonna take it serious. Because it's gonna be like MMA, man. It's like where you use every facet of it. It's gonna be like boxing where you can't punch in the balls and stuff like that. Okay? So the thing about they're gonna combat sport is there's rules. But on the street, you can punch somebody in their damn balls or kick them in the balls. You know, go right direct to just take him down. And this is how Trump them going to be coming at the children of Israel. Okay, so I brought it out there, 2nd Ezra 16, where they're going to be in every city and every town. They're going to be like madmen, sparing none, but spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai. The difference between you people and us, we are anticipating. We are like now, let's put it this way, we're like the boxers. When you look at great boxers, the one thing about great boxers is that they have usually a very good amateur background. You know, some of them went to the Olympics. When you look at the great Roy Jones, he went to the Olympics. I think Floyd Mayweather went to the Olympics too. Clarissa Shields went to the Olympics, won two gold medals. Okay, I think Evander Holyfield, all these guys, they all had a great amateur background. Why? It's building them out to become great professionals. So when you look at the greats, there's a lot of practice. This is where we're at right now. We're kind of like, we're in the practice stage right now. Our mind is being conditioned to what is to come. We understand there's going to be great death, starvation, pestilence. Okay? We understand that. We also understand who's bringing it. The Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai. Who's the instrument to execute it? It's Esau the Edomite, so-called white man. He is the instrument to execute it. You don't see Yahweh Shemel Shai coming down and grabbing jakes off the street, right? You don't see no angels coming and grabbing jakes off the street and throwing them in internment camp, right? What do you see coming? Who do you see grabbing them and throwing them in internment camp? Okay, servants of Esau. Esau has servants also too. He has agents of destruction too. These men wearing these doggone monkey suit. Those are agents of destruction. They work for Esau. Esau has his own servants out there too. Okay? And not only agents of destruction or centurions out there, but he also have his own prophets. The news. Their job is to sweet talk you and calm you. Their job is to sweet. It's like somebody just walk up and slap the shit out of you, but then turn around and give you a hug and say, it's okay, I'm so sorry. It won't happen again. And immediately slap the shit out of you again and give you a hug, give you a candy, then give you. This is Esau, man. Esau does this to Jake all the time. They slap the shit out of you, give you some money. Slap the shit out of you, give you some candy. Slap the shit out of you, give you some wine. I mean, and how people, come on, Jake. How many times are you going to fall for the same trick? See, our eyes is open. we understand there's not going to be any mercy from this man on us. It says so right here. It says, they should be like madman, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. Sparing none. Take a look at the word none. What does it mean? None. So we don't expect mercy from Esau. There's not going to be any negotiation. In fact, those who are going to be clinging on to Esau, I put it out yesterday in the scripture, that the Mashiach said when he returns, anyone that's clinging on to this man, you service members, you officers of the laws, and I'm just doing my job. Yeah, you're oppressing your own damn people, man. You really weak, because you really don't have the spirit in you to understand that there is another way that the Lord can provide for you. That you can hang up that monkey suit and the Lord can provide for you. Okay? But if your heart is in Great Babylon, American youth, then you don't have the belief that the Lord can provide for you if you was to give up your federal job, okay, that promise you a good retirement and all this other shit. Then you're going to do that, and then you're going to do his bidding. Under the mask of these centurions are a lot of doggone niggers and spicks, man. Beating their own people down under the orders of your enemy. Your enemy standing there right next to you, laughing his ass off under his damn mask, like, wow, these are really weak ass freaking doggone niggers, man. You can't get more weaker than that. You look at the video, and I put it up yesterday, you look at the video with Jake Stem walking in that doggone monkey suit, National Guard uniform, with smiles on their face. You're a part of an oppression. You have joined hands with the enemy. That's what you have done. What you were saying basically to Mashiach is like, I don't care about your people. I'm working for your enemy. And that's basically what y'all are doing. Y'all are working for the enemy of the Lord. But then y'all don't understand that. Okay? Let's go back into Isaiah. Let's go back into the book of Isaiah. Y'all don't understand that. Let's go back into the book of Isaiah. 24. Where is it here? Okay. Isaiah 24. And I used to use like the physical Bible itself, but out here it's so windy that all the pages keep getting tearing up and stuff, so it's very difficult to use the physical Bible itself. I like the whole physical Bible because obviously, it's a better look, but it's just easy to use it more. Usually, because of the wind, the weather, and I also write up a lot of notes and stuff, and crap up, do a lot of crap before I do. So everybody have their way of doing it. I write a lot of notes. I don't have the best memory. I really don't. It says the word of Tabret ceases, the noise of them that rejoices ended. The joy of the harp ceases. They shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them, and drink it. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in. Keep in mind with this right now, even though people are catching hell right now, society still exists. Okay, you still have food, you can go to the grocery store, you can go to a movie, games, so all the other stuff is still there. There's stages of how this tribulation is going to be. Okay? Think about with the rain, when Noah preached about a rain coming down that's going to flood the earth. Did that deluge come immediately? No, it came in rain. People looked up and go, wow, look at this. But as it kept raining and kept raining and raining, and the water started to get up to their ankle, then their waist. Okay, they started to realize that, oh, whoa. By the time it started to get up to their shoulder, they started climbing the mountains, the housetop and everything, and they started beating up on that ark. Hey, let me in. So it's how the judgments are going on right now. Right now, they're putting, they say, oh, we got 5,000 beds out here to put, illegal migrants, and they use derogatory terms like criminals and, drug dealers and all the other stuff with that, which is all false. All false. Okay? And even right now, those migrants, okay, through visitation or whatever the case is like that, giving complaints and reports of the fact that they go 4 or 5 days without bathing. Some days they go without eating. This is right now while society still has food. Imagine when the food shortage comes, these cities are trampled up, people are going against each other. You know, when these Edomites start to go crazy, because these Edomites are not going to go down march like how Jake does. They're not going to do it. We've gone through it many times, Egyptians against Egyptians, and the fact that these Edomites are not going to regard the king. They're not going to regard their friggin' doggone MAGA king that has not delivered the great America that they expected. Instead, he's delivered just only misery. Okay? So they're going to take it to the street with their guns. They're not going to take picket signs and go up. Don't be fooled by that Dodge picket sign with these Edomites when they're crying. Okay? They're not going to do that. These Edomites are not going to sit down and let Tommy be hungry. Okay? You best believe that. And they ain't going to tolerate these ICE agents laying hands on them. Okay? If you doggone Negro cops and you doggone Hispanic and Latino cops or agents out there, you're going to be a target by these Edomites. When you go put your hands on them, they're going to go, they can look at you and go, nigga, get your monkey ass, get your motherfucking hands off of me. They can use a derogatory term and they can look to kill your ass. You're going to be a target. Okay? And your Edomite counterpart who's walking with you, he's not looking at you as an ally or one of them. He doesn't give a shit if your ass get taken out. He's going to say, yep, see, it's a nigga that took him out. And then they can use that, not that they give a shit about your life, but they can use that as a term. Oh, whoa, they kill a federal agent. No, they kill a nigga. But see, boy, when you understand how this devil operates, okay? When you understand how this devil operates, again, if he has a need of you, he will use thee, man. You ain't nothing but a nigga to him, but because you're deputized as a federal agent, okay, if you're taken out, they can use that to show just how violent our people are tonight for them to really go ahead and come really much more heavy-handed. Not that they give a crap about that nigga agent or that slick agent. They don't give a shit. Because they was going to kill his ass anyways at some point. At some point in time, they was going to throw his ass in the internment camp anyways too. He's going to find his ass inside there. All right? That's why it says they can, they can mock you. Esau don't have no respect for cowards, man. They like to fight. Of course, they can have a different spirit when the Mashiach returns, but let's continue on. It says, in the city, there's a crying for wine in the streets, all joy is dark, and the murder of the land is gone. The murder of the land is truly gone. They're talking about Las Vegas and the fact that in Las Vegas, okay, that you have the tourism has dropped dramatically. And then, so they're trying to make it up with raising up the price. Right now, I think a slice of pizza in Vegas costs about $25. Okay? And to me, I always thought Vegas was a boring-ass place. There's nothing to do. I mean, if you like to gamble and waste your damn money and that demon is on you like that, yeah, sure. But the place is really a boring-ass place. It's overcrowded, it's filthy, it's overpriced, it's horrible. I think now a buffet now in Bellagio costs about $250 a person. Okay? So people are looking at America right now as a very dangerous place to visit. On top of the fact that Trump is now adding $10,000 to $15,000 type of surety bond on travelers coming here. So in other words, wait a minute. If I'm coming from Europe or I'm coming from China or one of these other places over here, I got to put a $15,000 deposit that I'm going to leave, okay, at the end of my stay. What kind of fucking bullshit is that, man? I mean, seriously? So you see they're doing anything they could to destroy your life. We bring it out to you. Yes, we do live here. We bring it out to you to break it down, to explain to you exactly how the devil is making this move. Because a lot of you people, you think you are so overwhelmed with false news reporting, or you are not concerning yourself with what really is taking place and how this impacts you, okay, and how this is really meant to come after us. At the end of the day, they're coming with a way in how they can get us, but not look like they're coming after us, because they really don't want to admit to us that we are the true biblical Hebrew Israelite. That's what's written, that Esau will come after us. The children of the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, they don't want that to be exposed. But I just read to you in Ezra 16, verse 17, where it says, "For there'll be a great insurrection amongst in every city on those that fear the Lord." Who else have they been collecting around here in a great amount, and who do you see as the face of this great deportation campaign by the Trump administration? It's the children of Israel. Right on the sign right here. Why is it that Issachar, okay, is the forefront of it? They still call Mexicans. Okay, the Latinos, when you go to the Northern Kingdom tribes, okay, are the face of that. Now they're going after the Negroes. Okay? Now they're going after the Negroes. Because we've told you that basically the children of Israel are going to be persecuted in those final days. Okay? Let's go into Ezekiel 35. Again, our job is real simple. Our job is to prophesy what is going to happen. We told you that they would come after you. We told you they would put you in cages like dogs. We told you that they had their eyes only on a certain set of people. Those people are the children of the Lord. Those are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites. You so-called Latinos, you so-called blacks, you so-called Hispanics. And that's why your face is in the news every day. That's why you're being put into those cages. And right here in El Paso, they have a 5,000, they have a facility called Camp Bliss, that they're going to round up a lot of you people and throw you over there. You think they spend up $1.3 billion to build it just to have it sitting there? Ezekiel 35 is how it's when it says, "Moreover, the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it." We are to prophesy the destruction of this wicked, sodomite, evil, decrepit kingdom known as America, Great Babylon, America. You know where they have your son dressed up like a doggone girl? "And say unto it, Thus said the Lord power, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate." Make thee most desolate. Get the hell off me. Okay? "I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord, the Yahweh Shemel Shai," who the word ignorantly called God and Jesus. So that's what you can look for, okay? Forget about your doggone college education and all the other stuff right there. People need to get on your damn knees and ask for forgiveness instead of walking around with your proud ass. But why would you listen? When this man send those doggone agents to grab your ass in your house, kick your doggone children in their face, what are you men gonna do? You men are not gonna do a damn thing. When they rape your wife and your little daughter and your little son, what are you gonna do? Except cry like a woman. Because you're not men. You're not men. Let's go on to Isaiah 13. Start with verse 6. The book of Isaiah 13, starting verse 6. It says, "Howl ye, for the day of the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai is at hand, and shall come with destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart should melt." Because when the Lord started bringing out judgment, when snakes start crawling into your house, and out here has a lot of rattlesnakes and poisonous snakes in there, coral snakes, what do you call them, copperheads and rattlesnakes. They're going to crawl into your house, bite you when you're sleeping. Animals that escape from the zoo. These centurions that are going to come around and round you up. They're going to separate your daughters from you because they can rape your daughters. Okay? That's what they're going to do with them. They can separate your little sons because they can rape them too. This place is known as spiritual Sodom in Egypt. Why are you surprised? You men, they're going to torture you. And you women, they're going to torture you and kill and rape you. And they should be afraid. Pangs and sorrows should take a hold of them. They should be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They should be amazed at one another. Their faces should be as flames. Well, this is talking about the Edomites. Okay? Because you got a lot of tough guys right now. You got a lot of guys that are tough right now. They ride around, they play their little hip hop music, whatever the case like that. But these are the same little bitch ass boys that tuck their nuts between their damn leg when the federal government agents come around. Why aren't you standing the hell up and fighting against them? But you'll fight against your brother. You have no problem putting your Latino brothers down. Will have no problem putting your doggone so-called black brothers down. But you act like a little punk ass bitch when the doggone federal government comes around. How come you ain't defending your household then? Because it's written in the scripture that you're going to be like a little doggone girl. We're not impressed. It says, behold, the Lord cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners out of it. Which is talking about that land Israel. Those are not the real Jews over there. Those Amalekites over there are not the real Jews. Where's the peace in the Middle East? Do I amuse you? You better get your head out your asses, man. Let's go into second edge. Let's go into second edge. Let's go into second edge is 15. Let's talk about some of these judgments that's going to come here on America. Because people don't believe that there's going to be judgments here in America. This second edge is 15, starting with verse 8. It reads, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood cried unto me, and the souls of the just complain continuously. Your brothers and sisters in those internment camp or those dog kennels right now, not being fed, not getting water to drink, persecuted. But you're not concerned about that. You see, only the true men of the Lord are going to bring it out. And therefore, said the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all innocent blood from amongst them. Did you know, back in the 60s, when you came from Mexico to El Paso, they would bathe you in gasoline. They would bathe you Hispanic and Latinos in gasoline. The wicked flee when none pursue it. Weak ass men. Scared of correction. They bathed you in gasoline when you came across that border. You call that righteousness? But you're out there voting there. I like Trump. It says, behold, my people are led as they flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, which is talking about America. Okay? But I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretch out arm and will smite Egypt with plagues as before and will destroy the land thereof. What are those plagues? Famine is going to be the one thing. The one thing you doggone fat, obese, couch potato Americans cannot do is put down the knife and the fork. Constantly eating. And the Lord is going to, one of those judgments that's coming to you people is going to be the famine. It's going to be the famine. No food. gluttonous. Can't go a minute without eating. You're sad, you eat. You're happy, you eat. You're mad, you eat. Eat. Garbage, pure garbage. But the Lord's got something for that, though. The Lord's got something for that. It says, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundations of it shall be smitten, and the plagues and punishment that power shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail to the blasting and hail, and fearful consolation. So you're seeing a lot of people are going on TikTok, YouTube, talking about the fact that they can't find work, they can't pay bills. We have about 25% of the houses out here that are actually under foreclosure. 25% of the houses are under foreclosure. So where are you going to live? Where are you going to live in the middle of a dusty ass little doggone town with about what, 3 or 4 supermarkets in it? So when they stop the supply chain, the logistics, the supermarket over there don't have any food in it. Everybody's going there ransacking, killing each other, shooting each other to get the last peanut butter. What plans do you people have? What plans do you have? It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. I actually believe you have a future. You're actually listening to the serpent speak to you, telling you it's going to be all good. At the same time, he's grabbing you up and putting you in a damn cage like a doggone animal. But you can't comprehend that that's the devil that the Bible speaks of. For the sword and destruction draw it nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. The modern day sword is the gun. And this is the state of Texas, which almost everybody here is armed to the teeth with a doggone rifle or a handgun or some type of carbine. M4, M16, whatever the hell it is you got. You people are going to take those and you're going to use it to go rob your neighbor's house for food real soon. Or they're going to rob you and take your food from you at gunpoint and maybe take your life with it and put you in the spirit world. That is what's going to take place. And don't say, well, I won't do that. I can't hurt a fly. No, you're not going to hurt a fly. You're going to hurt your neighbor and anyone that tries to hurt you. That's who you're going to hurt. For there shall be seditions amongst men, invading one another, and they shall not regard their king nor princes, in the course of their actions to stand their power. Yeah, screw MAGA. America is not going to be great again. You better recognize that. This man is not sitting in the seat of wickedness to make your life easier. It's a personal war that is waging on you doggone so-called Hispanic, Native Americans, and Latinos, and so-called blacks. Because you don't know who you are. You are the children of the Most High. You're Yasharala, Prince of the Power. You don't even know your ancient language. You're speaking that doggone corporate language of Spanish, or Spanglish, whatever the fuck it is. English. You learn the language of your oppressor. Pursuing the Deuteronomy 28. That's exactly what you was going to do. That's exactly what's going to take place. But you're too ignorant to understand it. You men don't man the hell up because you're controlled by your damn fat, obese woman. And you're worthless kids. Even your doggone pets don't control you, man. You men better start learning to man the hell up, man. Gird your loins. And start acting like the royal king that you really are. Because you've been so absorbed in the great Bible in America, and you've become pussified. Because your oppressors are doggone sodomite. This place is known as spiritual Sodom in Egypt. You work like a slave, achieve absolutely not a damn thing. And whenever they get a chance to, they'll put a friggin' doggone finger up your ass. Yeah, that's exactly how we said. Let's go into the book of Isaiah 31. Start with verse 1. This is the book of Isaiah 31, starting with verse 1. It reads, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and horses because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, to seek the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai." Why are you going to go and trust in Egypt, which is a system? Because it looks powerful. Get your little snap. Well, they're cutting the snap in the welfare. So for a lot of you women that think that you're independent and you don't need a man, you can need a man, all right. But it ain't going to be just any man. It's going to be the man of the Lord. Particular man that have been chosen out of this world. You will have that mark of exemptions from these judgments coming to this place. So you can learn the hard way how to be humble. It says, "Yet he's also wise and will bring evil, and will not call back the words, but will arise against the house of the evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity." Do you people understand that underneath the mask are those assholes from the federal government that are grabbing your people up? They look just like you. They look just like you. Your own people are grabbing you up. They're wearing a monkey-ass suit, walking around with that doggone little piece of metal in their hand called a doggone badge. And they're throwing their own people in a doggone cage. Well, I got to do it because it's my job. Weak-ass niggas and spicks. And that's exactly what they are. Weak-ass niggas. They're helping the wicked. They're helping overthrow you. However, let's go over Matthew. Look at Matthew. Let's talk about where we really at, because brothers are all over the place. All over the world. We go on the streets, on the highway and the byway, we prophesy. In all the different languages. For those that were here and from there. But if you don't believe the words of the Lord and you want to believe in the devil, you're going to be in his spirit. It's the book of Matthew 24 and starting with verse 35. Matthew 24 and starting with verse 35. All red letters, so that means that the Mashiach is speaking. Or who y'all call Jesus Christ. It reads, "Heaven and earth." It says, let's go down to 34. It says, "Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled." So you have what they call as millennials, or they call this Generation Z. The last generation. A really wicked generation. Okay? "Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, nor not the angels of heaven, but my Father only." Now, as our elder brothers have taught us, if the Mashiach knew, he probably would have already told us and say, look, in the year 2040, at approximately 2 a.m., I'm going to burst through them clouds and I'm going to fight this man. Okay? I'm going to beam me all up right around 158. And then I'm going to side this place. Okay? You would probably told us. Okay? Only the Most High knows. It said, "But as the days of Noah, so shall it also the coming of the Son of Man be. For in the day that was before the flood, before the rain started pouring, before the started being sprinkled, before the unbelievable started occurring, They were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. A complete surprise. Okay? It's going to be a complete surprise. Complete surprise. Because see, this is how the Lord wants it to be. He's going to catch you up. This is why it says, what are you going to be doing when the Lord returns? Are we going to still be prophesying, or we're going to be just like, oh shit, he ain't coming? He said he was going to come. We estimated he was going to come last year, or the year, or next year, or whatever. No, he's going to come by surprise. So this is why we have to endure it to the end. Okay, they look at you with funny eyes and all the other stuff. That they sit down, they park the car in the back of you, listening on you. You know, they want to be entertained, or they just when they get bored, they move on. Hence, is what I had today. Okay, but what that does actually in reality is that if you're going to stand up there and park your car and listen, boy, really going to start talking, really bringing out those things that it's going to get on your nerves. All right. So Lord willing, the elect certified eternity, give all the way on to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, outside Ba'ashem, the Kakadash, Shalom.